Good morning, Bagels. It's Mr. Murphy, and it's time to wellness. Today, our guests are
Alaina, Nino,
Madi, Delahanty.
and we are talking about how to create a low-stress environment. So, ladies, what is your number one go-to to reduce stress in your lives?
I think get ahead on everything that I can when it comes to like schoolwork, trying to get ahead so I'm not procrastinating till the due date. I think that's my number one thing.
So earlier today, we actually had a side conversation with Mr. Schmidt. He's the man behind the camera today. He and I were discussing how mornings have been going. With the new addition of the little one, we try to do everything the night before. But Mr. Schmidt brought up the fact that he doesn't know what he wants to eat sometimes, or he doesn't know what he wants to wear sometimes. So it's better when he does it in the morning. But he knows that it does create more stress, and that his wife, shout out to Mrs. Schmidt, does things probably in a better way than he does and gets everything ready the night before. I've had to do that to make sure that we're on time for daycare and whatnot. So when you're talking about not procrastinating, how do you set up systems that help you with this situation?
I think Google Classroom does like a great job of telling you when your due dates are due, and if you're on top of all your work. I think your teachers are very vocal about when stuff is due, that you're able to time manage yourself and all your work so that you can get it done early and on time rather than waiting till like 12 o'clock the like night before, like trying to finish like an essay or something like that.
You're still awake at 12 o'clock?
No, but
Okay.
depends on the day.
You are.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. Maddie, what do you do to handle your stress levels?
I don't know. I think when I get really stressed, I like talking about it because it makes me like realize how I'm actually feeling in the moment, and maybe I'm not as stressed as I actually am.
So aren't those two great processing ways of doing things? Making sure that you have a system set up to find all the things you need to get done, but also expressing your feelings. And we've talked about this a lot in the past, but holding those feelings in can be like not getting a splinter out. It can cause an infection and get you in some trouble, right? Is there anything else you do or encourage your friends to do to make sure that you continue not to have a stress-filled environment?
Don't put yourself in one. I think the biggest thing, especially for high schoolers, is we repetitively put ourselves in situations that cause us stress. And we're aware of it, but we just don't do anything about it sometimes. And I think that if we really recognize a stressful situation or problem, that instead of just like sitting and complaining and doing nothing about it, then actually changing it and doing something about it is probably like the biggest thing.
I love that. So we've got a lot of things about how to manage the stress. But Maddie, I'm going to put you on the spot. Is all stress bad stress?
I would say no, because I feel like sometimes stress can help you get things done quicker and be like, oh, I know I have to do this. You're not exactly like as stressed about it when you get it done, I guess.
Are either of you ever stressed before a big game or a test that you just care a lot about?
Yes.
So when we talk about stress, sometimes stress is a good thing. Having that stress or that anxiousness is actually a sign of you caring and wanting to do well. It's important that we recognize the difference. Stressful situations where we are putting ourselves at a disadvantage are things we want to try to avoid. But, the stress of planning a first date or the stress of getting yourself ready for prom or any of those things are good things. They're good stress things. So some of us operate better at a level of stress. You need a little procrastination in order to perform at your best. Do you guys think that that is true, or do you think that we should just avoid stress at all times?
Personally, for me, I don't do well under stress, like when it comes to big tests, but I feel like in some circumstances it could be good for me, like when it comes to just like maybe a game sometimes, like the stress, but I feel like it turns more into like exhilaration and excitement, and I try to take advantage of the stress and just turn it into positivity. And like, I'm just lucky to play this game. I'm lucky to be able to, go against these bigger teams and stuff like that. So I think I try to turn stress into something other than stress itself.
For sure. Addie, do you have anything to add?
No, I feel like I'm the same way. I feel like when I'm stressed out about like a test or something, I don't do as well as I want. But like for basketball, if I'm stressed before a game, I feel like it gets me like more ready for the game. Like I'm ready to go out and play and like hype up my team and stuff.
When you're also preparing your outfits for a Friday night,
Yeah.
do you get stressed?
No, I get so excited.
Like, did you have a real long face last Friday?
No,
She
I
was a
didn't.
horse.
Yeah,
She
I
did have
was
a long
horse,
face.
But not actually. No, I get excited because then everyone gets to see how amazing my outfits are. And I spread the school spirit.
Do we have something planned for senior day on Friday?
Yes, I
Orange?
do. Yes.
Construction, if you're into it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. On that note, as we always remember, it's best to be a Bengal and have a great Bengal day. Roar!